Welcome to our exploration of philosophical methodology. Philosophy, much like the sciences, is fundamentally concerned with uncovering truths about the world and our place in it. To achieve this, philosophy has developed a range of methodologies over the years, each designed to systematically approach and examine these truths. In this comprehensive video, we will delve into these various tools and approaches that philosophers have refined over centuries. Our goal is to provide you with a robust understanding of how to think philosophically, analyze complex concepts, and engage in meaningful discussions. This introduction will set the stage for the subsequent parts, each dedicated to a specific aspect of philosophical methodology. Philosophy is often described as the love of wisdom. To navigate this vast landscape, philosophers rely on a diverse set of tools. These tools include common sense, logic, rhetoric, natural science, conceptual analysis, and thought experimentation. We will also consider objections to this multifaceted methodology. Each tool offers a unique lens through which we can examine the world, question assumptions, and seek deeper understanding. We now turn to each of those. Common sense. Common sense is a natural starting point for philosophical investigations because it encompasses the beliefs we take ourselves to know about the world. For example, we all have intuitive notions about what is fair, valuable, and pleasant. Philosophy begins with these common beliefs, but it does not end there. Instead, it employs other tools, such as logic and conceptual analysis, to examine and correct distortions in our common sense beliefs. This process is similar to how we rely on our five senses. We trust our vision because it coheres with our sense of touch and other sensory inputs. By critically examining and refining our common sense beliefs, philosophy seeks to achieve a deeper and more accurate understanding of the truths we seek. Logic. Logic is the cornerstone of correct or good reasoning. It involves the principles and techniques used to differentiate between valid and invalid arguments. Central to logic are the notions of consistency and logical consequence. Consistency ensures that our beliefs do not contradict each other, maintaining coherence within our reasoning. Logical consequence, on the other hand, helps us understand how conclusions follow from premises, thereby explaining the concept of validity. By adhering to these principles, logic manifests a profound respect for the truth. It enables us to construct sound arguments, critically evaluate different positions, and avoid fallacies that can undermine our pursuit of knowledge. Mastering logic equips us with the tools to engage in rigorous and truthful inquiry, making it an essential aspect of philosophical methodology. Rhetoric. Rhetoric, the art of compelling and persuasive speech, is an essential tool in philosophy, enabling philosophers to effectively communicate their ideas and influence others toward the truth. Aristotle emphasized the ethical use of rhetoric, arguing that persuasion should be grounded in truthful arguments rather than manipulation or deceit. Rhetoric arms philosophers with the ability to present their ideas clearly and convincingly, while also guarding against fallacies such as the strawman or ad hominem attacks. By mastering rhetoric, philosophers not only engage in more productive discourse but also protect the integrity of philosophical inquiry, ensuring that discussions remain focused on truth and reason. Natural science. Like science, philosophy seeks to understand the world around us. The methodologies of philosophy and science are continuous, as both respect evidence, test hypotheses, and strive to fit hypotheses to evidence. This rigorous, empirical approach is a hallmark of both fields. Additionally, philosophy and science share another important similarity. Both generate technologies that transform our lives. For instance, the science of electromagnetism helped create the computer revolution, but so did the philosophy and mathematics of logic. By integrating these methodologies, philosophy enriches our understanding and contributes to technological advancements, demonstrating the profound interconnectedness of these disciplines. This includes metaphysical thinking as well. Metaphysics is related to the natural sciences in much the same way that mathematics is related to the natural sciences. However, instead of applying, for example, geometry to our scientific understanding of the world, Metaphysics employs logic and abstract concepts to deepen our scientific and common-sense knowledge of the world. While natural science focuses on the purely material aspects of objects and events, such as their physical properties and behaviors, metaphysics seeks to understand what counts as an object and why. It explores fundamental questions about existence, identity, causality, and the nature of reality itself, providing a conceptual framework that complements and extends the insights gained from empirical science. Conceptual analysis. Conceptual analysis is a method that enriches our understanding by increasing the precision and information we gain from breaking down and reassembling complicated concepts. By dissecting and clarifying these concepts, we can better grasp their meanings and implications. For instance, how can we truly understand what justice or knowledge is if we cannot make these concepts more precise and informative? Through conceptual analysis, we examine the components and relationships within these ideas, allowing us to articulate what justice and knowledge entail more clearly. This process helps us improve our grasp of these fundamental concepts, leading to a deeper and more nuanced understanding. Thought experiments. Thought experimentation is a powerful tool used not only by philosophers but also by scientists. For example, Galileo Galilei employed the curved plane thought experiment to refute Aristotle's physics and establish what became known as the law of inertia, Newton's first law of motion. In this mental experiment, Galileo imagined frictionless planes and infinitely long surfaces, which do not exist in reality, to derive the truth that objects in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by another force. This demonstrates that imagination and logic play a crucial role in thought experimentation. By envisioning hypothetical scenarios, we can explore and test ideas, uncovering truths about the world that might not be accessible through direct observation alone. Thought experiments thus expand our understanding and help bridge gaps between abstract concepts and empirical evidence. Methodological skepticism. Some are skeptical of philosophy's capacity to generate knowledge using tools like thought experimentation, conceptual analysis, and metaphysics. Critics argue that thought experiments are too subjective, that conceptual analysis is merely vacuous wordplay, and that metaphysics deals with imaginary fictions. However, these forms of skepticism ultimately fail because, if applied consistently, they undermine rational thought itself. Skepticism, when taken to an extreme, questions the very foundations of knowledge and understanding, leading to intellectual paralysis. While critical examination is vital, dismissing philosophical tools outright ignores their proven ability to deepen our insights and clarify complex issues. Thus, skepticism, rather than invalidating philosophy, highlights the necessity of careful and consistent reasoning. Still, philosophy is, above all, critical thinking, so, philosophy must take seriously criticism of philosophy itself. Lessons for different audiences. For freshmen, as you embark on your philosophical journey, embrace curiosity and be open to questioning everything. Philosophy invites you to think deeply and critically about the world. Engage with the material, participate in discussions, and don't be afraid to challenge your assumptions. For seniors, you have already developed a foundational understanding of philosophical concepts. Now, deepen your engagement by exploring specialized areas and refining your analytical skills. Take on complex texts, engage in original research, and contribute to philosophical debates with confidence and insight. For philosophers, philosophy is a lifelong pursuit. Continue to hone your methodology, stay current with new developments, and engage with diverse perspectives. Mentor the next generation of thinkers and contribute to the ongoing conversation that defines our understanding of the world.